What's crack-a-lackin', everybody? Hope everybody's doing okay. Somebody give me a 5 for 5 down there in that chat if you would. We're going to go ahead and get going. I was getting ready for a different kind of show, and obviously this happened, so I'm going to be here covering this because this is obviously look at that, guys. Look what just happened. You see that? They upped it. They very seldom do that, just so everybody understands that. This is not a joke. This is not a joke at all. Yeah. Any of you guys that have been watching me for a minute know I hate reporting on massive earthquakes because all that means is somebody's not here anymore. I mean, it's really what that means. People are losing their lives. People are losing property. It's just, and this one is the biggest one in years from what I can understand. I'd have to just Google search that real quick and figure out exactly. Yeah, almost liquefaction. Yeah, Rebecca, this is not good. If you guys remember, don't forget what happened down here in Japan not so many years ago. Obviously, hopefully there aren't any kind of those kinds of reactors up here, and I don't know that there are. We can go to Google Earth here in a minute. Again, guys, I just threw this together, so I literally pulled up these 4 pages, and we are rolling with it. Please share this out. I would imagine that everybody's going to their favorite earthquake people. I'm not sure if Ron's live right now. I haven't got a notification. He probably is. I didn't look. But what I will say, guys, sirens went off in Hawaii, you said, Shelley? Wow. So this is what we're going to do. First off, you're not going to hear me get crazy. You're not going to hear me get, I guess, overly excited, even though I might feel it. I'm not going to do that. I just don't think it helps. And it might come through a little bit. You could probably hear a little bit in my voice, so I can't hide it all. But I want to just first of all point this off. And this happened as I was going live. Guys, I'm telling you, they very seldom raise the strength of these, especially this close to when this thing happened. Okay, they don't typically do that. I don't, with a quake this big, they've got all eyes on it. I promise you that. Hey Siggy, what's up, brother? Oh, by the way, Heather told me about the PayPal message. I love you, man. I really do. You're awesome, bro. You really are, man. Thank you for always being there, man. You truly are. You're always there, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, man. Sometimes Wade just needs a little yank in his butt, guys. Yeah. Hey, Deep Quake. Guys, he knows what he's talking about, too. Deep Quake is awesome, just so you know. He watches over on Matthew's channel, Matthew Shipley. He's got a Space Weather channel, and it just is what it is. And, I guess at this point, I don't know what... Yeah. Yeah, Deep Quake, did you see they just raised that to an 8.8? That happened right as I went live. So, yeah, and I was telling everybody, I'm not sure if you heard me or not, but it most definitely... Hey, Shells, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, it was way overdue. I'll say that, okay? He is 100% correct on that. We expect these things to happen in a time frame, right? We just hope that when they happen, they don't happen in certain areas, like directly over land. Now, for me, I'm looking at this, and again, guys, I am not like an earthquake expert at all. I can show you, and I understand what's going on, right? But what I can't do is I can't go into, well, liquefaction. I know what that is, but I can't tell you why that it happens and at what strength. And I would imagine the ocean floor and everything else has a play a part in that too. I don't have that knowledge base. But I am not going to not talk about this because there's probably a few of you guys out there that might not even know that this is going on. Because frankly, I was setting up for another show and I hadn't even looked. And I went to go live and boom, that was on my screen. And I was like, oh, okay, let's switch gears here. So that's what I did. So yeah. And here, let me show you guys this too. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to navigate USGS real quick. Okay, I think that's important for people. I think everybody needs to know how to, those of you guys that this is going to affect the most probably already know a lot of this. Forgive me while I stir my milk here. I got to get something to drink. My mouth is dry. I probably should have muted before I took that drink. I'm sorry, guys. That was rude. Anyway, so I'm going to, people that this is going to affect the most probably already know how to navigate stuff like this because they live in those areas. So I would, it just is what it is. They probably already know what's happening. How deep was the quake trucking? It was shallow. And that's probably why this is happening so big right now. If you guys can see here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. These are aftershocks. And these aftershocks are big. I mean, they're going to be big, right? But as you can tell, the bigger ones are actually starting to spread out from the center. And that's exactly what happens. The energy goes out in whatever direction it's going out, and especially right along the ring of fire here. I mean, we see them all the time around on these fault lines. We all know what the ring of fire is. Most of us do anyway. That's the whole, basically, Pacific Ocean coast. That's pretty much what you get here. But also, I'm going to show you guys how to navigate this after I show you this. Okay? It's a tsunami advisory right now. And these, I would imagine these are color-coded for a reason. You got the reds. I would say that that's probably emergency. They probably don't know exactly what the heck is going on yet exactly because it's going to just take a few. They can't get you all the information right at once. This will now change. It's an 8.8 now officially on at least USGS has got that there. Again, why am I even worried about a 0.1 there? As quakes, am I buffering again? Can you guys see me? Are we back? Yay, nay, what? What's up? We're buffering. Okay. Hold on. I have no idea why this is doing this. I really, truly don't. Yeah. So let me, oh man, I don't even know what to do here. Let's do this. That might help. I don't know. If I get... Are we good now? Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's doing this. It did this yesterday to me too. And again, guys, it could be like somebody just put in there. It could be YouTube. YouTube could be, yeah. It could be YouTube doing that. Yeah, because everybody's going to be flooding these sites. Okay, right now. All right, cool. Are we still buffering? Let me try something here. I need to do something real quick. Okay, let's just do this. Go back into it. I think it might be, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. So yeah, give me a second, guys. I just don't know what's going on yet. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Are we good? Storyblade, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right. Okay, thank you for being a member for 12 months. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know why that's doing that. I don't know if it's something that's on my end or if it's YouTube or what. Okay. Okay. It did it just for a second yesterday too, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, I don't see nothing in the Philippines either. So I'll try to keep track of this. If it starts buffering again, I don't think it will. It could, I guess, but I don't know if something's going on with my setup or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and just talk about that. But I do want to go over this, guys. So I'm going to show you guys how to navigate this. And I will say this too, though. Sometimes when I come over here to USGS, this does this. Even when there's nothing going on. So I don't know, maybe it has something to do with my USGS, the way I got it set up. Who knows? But anyway, so if you guys come over here to USGS, it's all you got to do is type it in. It's in my description box also. So let me go over here, and you can click on whatever earthquake you want to see. Okay? You can actually set up it to be your local time. You can come over here to the settings and do all that. Right, and I'm not going to run through all the like nitpicky stuff, but I do want to show you guys how to look at the particular earthquakes that's important at the moment, right? So you can either click on the dot, right, and right now it's not red because there's other ones that are happening. The biggest one I think was it back here? Yep, right there. Okay, so when that pops up, what you want to look at, the first thing I always look at, guys, is the pager, and this is not good. I'm just going to say it. This is not a good thing. This is where their computer systems or whatever algorithms and models they're using. This is what they're giving you guys basically percentages of what they think is going to happen. So what you're seeing here, estimated fatalities. You know, there's basically they're saying there's no doubt that somebody's passing away from this. I don't know, and it takes into consideration population density where this thing happened, all the other things that are going on too. Okay, but yeah. So as let me move on here. But you got 1 to 10 here, 26% chance, 10 to 100, right? And 1's too many in my opinion. I just think it sucks. I hate reporting on stuff like that, so I'm not going to stay on this. But you can come over here to the estimated economic losses, and it's priced out in US dollars millions. So that's 100 million. That's 1,000 million. Okay? Look what they're saying here. 10,000 to 100,000 million. That's huge. Now, I'm not going to show you guys pictures or anything like that because a lot of that is copyrighted. Not to mention, I don't have time to vet it right now. So I'm not going to do that at this moment. I might show you guys some pictures tomorrow. I might post something over on X. If you guys don't know, I'm over on X too. So go over there and subscribe to me or follow me on X, and I'll follow you back, and then we can DM even if we need to. But I post every time I go live over there. Also, I just post it, and it gives you guys another notification. That's really the main reason I did that. I'm not very active over there at all. I'll talk to people back and forth, and I'll watch things on X, but I don't post like videos or nothing over there. Just links to my other ones. Okay? That may change in the future. If it does, I'll let you guys know. But anyway, this is where it happened. Right there. Okay? And this is probably why. Now, you can come over here and look at the population. This is why the numbers are not all that great. Okay? You got 187,000 people in this level of earthquake. Okay? It's severe. That level there is severe. It's actually more than 187 because you got Paratunka. Down here, I think it gives you the numbers here. Population exposure to severe, 178,000 people. And then just very strong, 92, 18, 9, and so on and so forth. You guys can see that, okay? Yeah, this is in Russia, Siggy. This is off the coast of, I'm not going to try to even say the Kamacha or whatever they say that, Kamchatsky, right here. Okay, so this is where it's at. Now, like I said, guys, you go here first, you click on that, and it gives you this box. And most of you guys can do this. I want you guys to see this, okay? And then you can click on, if you're here, you click on the wave, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this one off, right? And we're going to click on that again and see if it's changed, because you need to update that. You see how it says tsunami warning, and then it switched to tsunami advisory? I think what's happening is, if you look here now, they're getting a more clearer picture as time is progressing. So what they're going to be doing, they're going to be changing this a lot. So right at first, everybody needs to be taking the precautions. Right now they're saying, and these waves, these tsunami waves, it's not like they go out in all directions evenly either. Okay? They will get pushed out in specific directions. And yes, as it goes out, it'll fan out and get wider, but it's still getting pushed in a specific direction. So although it happened over here, it can still, depending on how the earthquake happened and what kind of fault line it's on, or what kind of cracks it's moving on, it can push tsunamis this way, this way, or even back that way. Okay? So, again, that's what's happening. Now, what I do want to do, let me, Planet Hermit, there you are, buddy, good to see you. Remember, 14 months, baby. Good to see you, bud. Guys, as promised, I'm going to be here every day, okay? I know I've said that in the past, but this is going to happen. I'll either put a posted video or I'm going to be here every day. I started yesterday. I'm newly focused, and, well, let's just say people that are important in my life are holding me to the fire, and they need to, okay? Let's just face it, I've been doing YouTube for 8 or 9 years now, and we do all experience burnout, but that ain't what happened to me. I just had some other stuff I had going on and all that. But I do appreciate you guys, anybody that's a member. I will be doing a members only probably tomorrow, tomorrow evening at some point, and that's my plan. And I gotta go back and look and see who won the cards and the model too. Guys, if you haven't seen, well, I don't want to focus on that right now. This is too much right here. I don't even want to talk about that stuff. What am I doing? I need to focus on this. So I'm gonna put my chat over here, guys. I'll look and see if anybody joins up or does super chats here in a few minutes. You don't have to. I'm not saying that for any reason. I'm just saying I'm going to focus on this right now. Okay, so 187,000 people. That's a lot of people. Just saying. Okay? And again, guys, they have raised it to an 8.8, at least from what I'm seeing here. And the reason why that matters, 8.7, 8.8, the higher the earthquakes get. Say you had a 1.1 earthquake. If it goes to a 1.2, it ain't going to mean hardly anything to anybody. You got an 8.7 that goes to an 8.8, it's going to matter to a lot of people, because the strength that's actually increasing is way more just from that 1 point that high up than it would be if it was lower. It grows exponentially is kind of that's the vocabulary that they would be using. Yeah, no kidding. Yes, thank you, Deep Quake, for posting that in there. That's awesome. Hey, Kathleen, Tammy, see, here I am back in the chat. Can't do that. So, I do expect there's going to be, guys, this was a rock, okay? It rung our bell, promise you. This is not something that's just going to go away in a day. Our planet's going to be ringing for at least a day or two, maybe even longer. And we've all been watching this lately because we've had a lot of big ones, right? The past 2 or 3 weeks, and that's important to understand. But I also want to point out, now there's a whole bunch of things that happens when we have earthquakes, right? A bunch of things causes them. It's not just one thing. If there's one thing that's going to cause an earthquake, just one data point, man, we're in more trouble than what we need to be even talking about. Because that's a huge event. If one thing can happen and cause an earthquake, we got issues. More than just that earthquake, I promise. So what I'm saying is that when we start talking about fault lines and the sun and space weather and solar forcing and everything else that we talk about, our magnetosphere, all those things, our core, all those things go into the same formula, and we have an answer after that, right? So it's not just one thing. So when we start seeing things adding up, you know, more and more signs, and then like Deep Quake said earlier, yeah, we were way overdue for one this size. Now, I'm not one to come out and say, hey, we're overdue for this size of an earthquake, right? And the reason I don't do that is because there is no like set date. All we can do is go back and look historically at what the pattern is. And we have a base number. It doesn't necessarily mean that has to happen inside that base number. So what I'm saying is that once we breach where we should have already had one, we need to be making sure that we pay just a little bit more of attention. It doesn't mean we need to have one tomorrow or the next day or anything like that. It could happen months down the road, right? Or even years sometimes. So, and that typically is not good. And the reason why is we have all these other earthquakes and all these other things happening, and if we're not getting the size that we think that we should be, like on a regular thing, okay? Yeah. If we're not getting those sizes, then the pressure most likely is building up. And then when it does finally release, then boom. And it becomes bigger than really what it would have been. And that's just, you know, and that's just me giving you some sort of a layman look at it. And again, there's a whole lot more people out there that have a lot more knowledge on this, which is why I'm sticking to what I can show you, okay? And what I can show you and what I can help you guys with. I can't tell you exactly why these things happen, but I can definitely tell you that they're happening, and I can explain to you what these things mean. I can show you how to come over here to USGS and look. And we're going to take a look at a couple other things here too. We're going to take a look at this. Okay, everybody's looking at this one again. Oh my gosh, wow! I haven't seen it do that in a long time. Woo-wee, people! Oh my goodness. Sorry, I don't mean to get a little excited there, but that's crazy. These are the tsunami buoys. Okay? If I could get one of my mods to put this link in the chat, I would really, truly appreciate that. So what we're looking at here, guys, is these are buoys that are out there. This is the buoy system. And the ones that are yellow, and if they're blinking, means they're active. They're actively in event mode. And you can definitely tell, well, look at, I mean, even over here, look. Why is that one going off? You know, down here, look. This is how far the way these things are moving. This is a big deal. Okay, now we got one over here in the West Coast moving. So it doesn't mean that they're 5,000 feet tall either. Okay, let me say that first and foremost. I don't need anybody getting scared. Okay, just don't be scared over this. If there's something going on in your area, you guys are going to know it way before it hits here on this buoy chart. Okay? But I do want to make sure that you guys understand what these are, These are tsunami detectors. That's why they're there. So when they're blinking like that, that means they're in event mode. They're doing something they shouldn't be doing under normal circumstances. I find it interesting that the one over here in Hawaii isn't moving yet. All these. But I'm going to click on this one and see what this one says. You guys can click on these and it gives you the chart here, what it is. This is water column height. And it gives you a time frame of how long it took to go that high and down low. I'm not going to sit here and try to explain this because there's too many buoys going off. But reason it's in vent mode, see this stuff back here? This is what they would consider kind of a normal thing. But when you got something moving this distance that fast, okay, the green and the red in 1 minute or 15 seconds. So if you look at this, you see this little red dot? The wave height, the buoy looks like it went down maybe? Yeah, looks like it went down that distance in 15 seconds. That is not normal. That's why it went into event mode. And then it kept going down. Now, you're probably asking, well, it's going down. Why is that? Right? Well, the way, if you guys... you guys probably know how, if you guys have ever been to any kind of water park, have you guys seen the wave machines? You know how it's got the big plungers that kind of push back and forth? Well, when it pushes out, the waves go up, right? Well, it comes back. When it comes back, what happens? The actual water height lowers to where it was even just sitting there a minute ago. That's how waves work. Right? Back and forth, back and forth. Anybody that's ever been in the ocean probably understands this. But that's why. So if that drops too far, that means that water is getting pulled in a direction. So that's why that does that. Now, we can go over here and we can look at these here. Again. Oh, see, I want to show this to you too. Notice that this one, right? See how the 15-second thing didn't last very long? Isn't very far. And then the closer you get to the epicenter here. Let's try this one. Okay, now that one went up. So that buoy was in a position where it was going up. So that's, and it definitely moved further in that 15 seconds than what it did over here. So if we come over here to close to where it was at, yeah, look at that, guys. Holy cow. I really don't even know what to say to that. I'm not going to comment because I don't know. All right, guys. I'm just not going to comment. That's yeah. That's intense. Okay? So you're looking at this, like I said, guys, I can't tell you the specifics on all this. But what I can tell you is that is not something that's small, and it's not something to be ignored. So, yeah. Okay. So, and that one was, I think that one was at the closest one to the epicenter. I guess we can look at this one. Yeah, see all these ones around where the quake happened, and don't forget that there were actually other quakes too. Okay, so we're going to have these things spreading out on us. So these things are going to slowly go this way and this way around the ring of fire, and that's just what's going to happen. And I think that what's happening now in our society, in our world, is the fact that we can. And we do see this, people becoming more and more aware of their surroundings. Okay, and that's a good thing. That's a win for all the preppers out there. I'm serious, guys. Anybody out here that's been talking about, hey, we need to pay attention and not doing it in a fearful way, this has been very productive in that sense. So I hope that you guys see that. It definitely is doing what we need to, people are starting to notice, and they are paying attention, and dare I say, listen to what I'm getting ready to say here. I've not seen anybody get freaked out over this. Okay? I've not seen anybody in the chat freaking out. I haven't seen anything like that. So, yeah. And this is a big deal. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and try to downplay something that doesn't need downplayed either. Okay? I mean, this is a big deal. I'm sorry. I'm not going to, like, sugarcoat something to make it seem bigger or smaller than what it is. I'm just going to tell you what I see. And that's what I do here as I nowcast, and that's what we see. Right? So if we look at these buoys, we can, like I said, we can keep tracking these back. You guys can come over here and do this all day long if you want. And these things stay out here. Now, one thing I will say, they have updated this. Okay? Sometimes you'll come over here and there'll be some of these boxes that are red. That means it's offline. It's not working. Okay? And obviously, this is something that typically us over here in the United States have put out there. And how do we know that? Well, look where a lot of these buoys are. Okay? So, and there's not so many over here, right? And that's why. Now, the other countries probably do too. They probably have their own system, right? But for us, that's why most of ours over here are showing you here. And you're probably saying, why we got a water buoy here? There's a lake there, guys. Believe it or not, lakes can have tsunamis too. And it does monitor wave height and things too for them. So, hey Daryl, good to see everybody in there, guys. But yeah, hey Trinity, good to see everybody. I will be doing a members only tomorrow, guys, just so you know. That's my plan. Again, my show tonight wasn't going to be this, but it is now because of this. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, let me refresh this screen here. And yes, guys, they have raised it to an 8.8. It was an 8.7. And that's subject to change too. Okay. They will. They'll go back and they'll look at this and they'll do this, they'll do that, and all of that, right? But yeah. So as we keep moving here, okay. So, man, I love seeing those little green faces on there. You guys are awesome. You guys really. Hey, J-Pos, Trish, what's up? Hilly, I'm gonna say hi to everybody real quick, okay, guys? And then I'll put the chat back away. Hey, Hilly, hope you're doing good, bud. Deep Quake, glad you're here, man. Really am. Daryl, Trish, Virginia, Trinity, missed my sister from another mister. See here, think. What's up? Kathleen, what's happening? Karen Myers, Virginia, Daryl Calhoun's in the house. Buckeye Jim, J-Pos is the man with the plan. Christine Valdez, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Let's see here. Virginia's here. Trinity, I think I said hi to everybody else that's in here. Hey, Dana, good to see ya. Abigail, what's happening? Yeah, Abigail, it is looking kind of nasty. I get it. Yeah, they should be on high alert. You're 100% right. Hey, Rebecca. Good to see you. Hey, Karen. If I say hi to you twice, I apologize, but hopefully that doesn't offend you. I just want to say hi to everybody real quick. Why don't you guys give me a, if you guys could, give me a roll call in there where you guys are from, just regional. I don't want to know exactly. Hey, Planet Hermit. That's right, baby. You are the... I'm telling you, you're the girl, man. I'm telling you. I almost called you Amanda again, but hey, I remembered this time, didn't I? So, but yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you. So, just know that. And, yeah. And I'm going to point out, too, right there next to Planet Hermit's name, you guys see that little crown and that number 2? YouTube has done something really cool here. YouTube has added you don't have to, like, try to play the game either. It just does it for you. If you chat or if you super chat or if you become a member, but it rates how many times you're chatting, and it assigns points, and it'll give you guys the top 3 at the end of the stream. I think that's pretty cool. And what I'm going to start doing, hey Joy, Blue Dazzlebug, what's happening? Where are you from there? Let's see here. Blessings back at you, Joy. Blessings. Texas, Blue Dazzlebug. Marfugo News, baby. That's right, Daniel. What's up, Daniel? Adam and Dex are good friends of mine. Well, you probably know I'm a moderator over there. Me and Adam and Dex have known each other for years now. Such good people, guys. Such good people. Buckeye Jim, what's happening? Wine Country, New York, what's up? Southern Nevada, what's up, Trishy Trish? Say hi to the hubby for me. Cindy Orr, Southern Illinois. North Central Wisconsin, Adam Lipke. All right, guys. Okay. If I missed anybody, I do appreciate you guys being here. So, well, thank you, Kathleen. Guys, when I'm not here, I do miss you. That's 100%. No diggity, no doubt. I mean, that's just what it is. Yeah. So, hit that like and subscribe button, too. Oh, Planet Hermit. Thank you. Guys, if you guys get one of those memberships that she just gifted, please tell them thanks. Tell her thanks. And please come tomorrow. We're a family we're a family here inside just this, but we're also going to be a family. We can be a little bit more laid back over there, is what I'm saying. Okay, we have fun, and I got some games planned. And by the way, guys, the games here, that crown game, we met in the gym last week. Yep. Yeah, we was training for a decathlon. Hilly was smoking, and I was eating a Big Mac. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh man, but no. Me and Hilly have known. As a matter of fact, I think I've known Hilly longer than I've known anybody else here. I'm not just saying that. And Sig, you're real close, brother. Southern Florida, baby. You're awesome, Planet Hermit. You really are, guys. Please come tomorrow. But anyway, with that crown game, I'm going to start giving away probably one or two decks of cards a week. For whoever, what I'll do is I'll take whoever was the top in the chat all week, and I'll draw two names out of that, and I'll send you guys out some cards. So I plan on doing that. It's just something I can do. I got some discontinued Sunspot bicycle playing cards. My wife found them. They're really, really cool. So I want to share that with you guys. It's, I wish I could do more, but right now, just obviously it's not happening. But anyway, but I, being here, giving a like and a share, I mean, that's just, yeah. I'm trying to get back into the algorithm. I've been gone for 3 weeks, or close to 3 weeks. But guys, I am fired up now. I really am. I'm back. I'm back full force. I had to get my head right. My head was jacked up. My daughter graduated, and it hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. And I'm not going to really get too much more into that, but that's a big reason why I wasn't here. And you know what yanked me out of it? I went to a K-pop concert with my daughter up in Chicago. Blackpink, and it broke records. It was awesome. She wanted her 50-year-old father to go with her. You believe that? My daughter's the best. She truly is. And just seeing her graduate, I was so proud. She's going to college, political science, and I'm just so proud of her. And not to mention, guys, she paid for all of it. You believe that? Who does that? What? You show me another 18-year-old kid that does that. So, I mean, she's just, I can't tell you how proud I am of her. I really can't. I wish there was a way to show you guys and show her how much I do. I just love my family. And then that extends out to you guys. You guys are my internet family. You guys are my chosen family. And it's awesome. So, okay. So, notice how I did a lot of the stuff and then went to that. I'm going to try to keep doing that. And I got something I need to ask you guys. Okay? But before we do that, I want to run through here again real quick. Okay, so I want to show you guys, anybody that doesn't know how to get to USGS, you can just simply type it in Google. Okay, it's in my description box too, there's a link. But you come over here, and if you ever hear there's an earthquake, or if you just want to check on it on your own, you can do this on your phone, guys. Okay, so you come over here, and then you go down, and you can click on that. Click on whatever one you're looking at. It's an 8.8 now. This is the one we're going to look at. And then you can come down here to these boxes and see any information you want. There's a shake map. Okay, I haven't shown you guys this yet. It kind of color codes things, and it gives you numbers on how strong and how many people were there in that kind of strength of shaking. Okay? And then we can go to the pager one. Hey, Heather Joy, thank you, sister. I appreciate you. You're awesome, girl. Guys, she's such an awesome woman. Her and her husband both. I mean, I feel fortunate to have met you. I really do. Yeah, lots of good advice. Just so you know. I know I haven't said it, but I'm saying it now. I've gotten a lot of good advice from you, and yeah, I appreciate it. Anyway, so we come back over here and we hit this box here, the red pager box, right? Now, if you're just wanting an overview of the important stuff, this is where you go. Okay? Was that here? No. You hit that red pager, and it's going to show you what you're really most interested in, right? Which would be how bad is it, and they gauge this off of fatalities and economic loss. So they give you an initial percentage of what they think is going to happen. So you got a 44% chance of 10 to 100 people passing away from this. I don't think. See, they're saying that they don't think there's any way at all that somebody's not passing away from this, because you don't see a zero here. So anyway, you can come over here. This is economic loss in millions. So that's 1,000 million, 10,000 million, 100,000 million, and it's in between 10 and 100,000. Now, also, guys, I want you guys to understand this is just their initial. There it is, you know, kind of thing. So I need y'all to understand that, okay? But you know, it just is what it is. And yeah, but so you can scroll down here, and then this is where, if you really want to get into, you know, hey, this is how far out it went, this and that, and all that, you can do that here. It tells you, well, see, what did this show earlier, guys? Now it's saying 187,000 people have felt the strongest part of this quake. Okay, they raised it here too. So, yeah. I don't think this could be in any worse of a position unless it was actually overland. Like right underneath the city. This is close enough. We had 100, guys, think about this. 187,000 people felt that size of an earthquake. Now, I don't know. I would imagine with this being Russia that their building codes and stuff like that are probably somewhat okay. I know nobody has that for us. You know, over here, we are really, really on top of that typically. And in my opinion, probably not even us are really to the level we need to be. So anyway, that's what I'll say there. Let's do this. Okay. So, but I do want to show you guys something else here before we leave. Okay. I'm not leaving yet, so you ain't got to roll out or anything. Adam isn't going live yet, so we got some time here. And by the way, guys, Adam will probably go live tonight over on Marthugal, so please, guys, get over there and check him out. But I want to take you guys back about 3 weeks here on the sun. Okay? I'm just kind of guessing at what day this is, but I want to show you guys something. So I'm going to let this thing... Yep. Okay. So I'm going to pause it. Now, this is extreme ultraviolet. This is the purple version. This is from our perspective. This is a hole in the sun's corona, the atmosphere. It's not a hole in the sun. What you're looking at there black is actually the surface. So with that being said, anytime we have Earth-facing coronal holes, our earthquake activity always goes up. And let me be more exact and correct on that. Our seismic activity goes up. Okay? So with that being said, I'm pointing this out because we were talking about these coronal holes, guys, for weeks. I mean, weeks. These coronal holes were in front of us. And what happened? Go back and look, guys. I mean, there wasn't like maybe 1 or 2 days we weren't connected to a coronal hole. We connect to it magnetically. And it just floods in, right? We get fast-paced solar wind from it that can cause geomagnetic storms, but it also it can yank on us and do all kinds of other crazy things with forcing and things like that that will integrate the earthquake activity, right? Now, there is one thing I haven't looked at yet, and I need to. Let's just do it here. I'll do it with you guys right here. So what I'm going to do is we can do this. Let's go to, this is the Geo-electric model, okay? This is something that USGS and NOAA, Space Weather Prediction, are working together with. This is an electric field. This is the electric field at the surface. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to see a whole lot of craziness here, because there wasn't a whole lot of anything going on today. When we get hit with the sun with geomagnetism, it always affects geoelectric and vice versa. But notice how you can kind of see stuff happen up here on the north a little bit more. Canada didn't used to be in this, but they are now. We're working with them too. Natural resources here in Canada, they're all working together here, and because they know that solar weather, space weather, has an effect on seismic activity. They're just trying to figure out how exactly and why and how much effect does it have. So I wanted to show you guys this map. Now, I've shown you guys this map when it looked crazy. Now, I also want to say this too. Sometimes things have a delayed reaction. We'll get hit with something really big, and then that, you know, to ring our planet or what have you, and yeah, and it takes a couple days for something to really happen. Now, something else, you're probably going to see people showing you the heliographs, right? Where those are worldwide, and those are those black and white graphs that look like a lie detector test, and you can click on little cities and stuff. I'm not even going to show it to you. Let me tell you why. Every one of them right now is going to be completely blacked out, because this earthquake was so big, planet-wide, it's going to cause every one of those heliographs to react. And it's going to react pretty violently. Okay? It happens every time. David Hinton, what's up? Lots of mechanics in here? Hey, I was a technician for 20 years at a plastics factory. That's essentially, I was a grease monkey working on machines. So, yeah, I didn't work on cars, but worked on $1 million printing machines. Anyway, that's my history. Okay, so, back here to this. Now, again, what I'm going to do, let's do this. I'm going to go back to, let's go back to the 1st of July, right? Let's submit that. See, look, guys, we've had this southern hole. I know it's black right now. It's loading. Give it a second. Okay? But even before I wasn't here for, you know, a couple weeks there, I was talking to you guys about these, right? Because we were getting high-speed solar wind from them. Look at this. I can't tell you, there might have been 1 or 2 days we didn't have a coronal hole facing Earth, guys, in over a month. Nobody will ever be able to convince me that that did not have something to do with all this earthquake activity we've got going on. Okay? So, you know, take that for what it's worth. Like I said, I can't tell you specifically. All I can do is tell you guys and show you, if I was to go back and look at earthquakes, I can show you a clear uptick in seismic activity when we have coronal holes facing us. It's there. He was a tool maker? Really? I didn't know that. For a plastic fab shop? Really? That's awesome. Mill machines and stuff like that? That's cool. Hilly, is that what you're talking about? Milling out metal and making parts? on the lathe and stuff. Not sure if you ever got a chance to work with the CNC machine, but those are cool too. But now they've got the water jet machines and stuff that have pretty much made CNC machines just kind of hit the back burner. Them water jets and and the plasma jets and stuff like that, man, they really have taken over. Kind of crazy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you run your own small business, Jeremy? You turn wrenches too? That's cool. Guys, I miss it. I truly do. If you guys could see me right now, and I might show you on my members only tomorrow, I've got braces on both of my hands. My thumbs are completely shot, and it is from turning wrenches for so many years. Yeah, yeah. But I don't like to talk about that stuff because everybody has their own medical problems, you know what I mean? I'm not coming out here trying to do all that. That's just not me. Y'all know that, right? I hope you guys understand that. But anyway, guys. So, how long have we been going here? Alright. Guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and cut it. Adam will probably be live here within the next hour or so. He's been going a little bit later because he's been in the process of moving and doing lots of things on his end. So let's run through this again real quick, okay? So here's the latest information. Let me go ahead and just hit reset here and see what we got. Yep, 8.8. Okay, this is off the coast of Russia. This did absolutely generate some sort of tsunami, okay? Now, if we go through and look at the numbers, again, estimated fatalities, we got about a 44% chance, 10 to 100 people. Guys, I can flip over to X and show you guys some photographs right now. I'm not going to. Okay, if you guys want to see that horrific stuff, I don't want to be the one to show it to you unless I give you some sort of warning. And if I was to go over there and start scrolling through stuff right in front of you, we're going to see stuff that I not necessarily probably wouldn't show, just so you know. So go over to X. X is like the best place to look at that stuff too, because it's instantaneous and people can post it there and it's quick and it's reliable. But if you're not on X, guys, please get on X and follow me, Wages World. You can DM me there if you need to. I'll follow you back, you know, and then if it gets excessive and people start being mean to me or something, I'll have to stop doing that. But yeah, it's a good way to communicate is what I'm trying to say. So every time I go live, I actually post the link over there too. I don't post videos over there. I'll post links to my videos here. So it's like a second notification you guys can get if you guys are interested in knowing exactly when I go live. Because if you notice, you'll get a notification about, it'll always say about a half hour before I go live. If I post my video and tell YouTube that I'm going to go live in a half hour to 45 minutes from now, they'll send out one notification and then they'll send out a second one when I go live. Even if I go live earlier than what I posted. That's why I do that. Okay? So you guys, just so you guys understand that. So it gives a better chance of you guys seeing it there. Hit that bell. If you guys aren't members, guys, please consider that. Planet Hermit, thank you so much for that. Can you email me? Email me, because I do want to. I got some stuff I want to talk to you about, and got some stuff I want to send your way. So if you could, please email me. I think you had before. I went and looked for it, but I can't find it. My email is in the description box also. Or follow me on X and DM me. Either way, doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, 44% chance and a 41% chance of all this damage. Guys, and let me tell you why I think that this is doing the damage that it's doing. Number one, it's an 8.8, right? We know that that's huge. We get that, right? But right here, look. 20.7 kilometers. That's extremely shallow. Okay, it's not the shallowest quake that we see, but it's not deep. Okay? It's just not. And so when that happens, yeah, we have to understand that it's going to affect things. You know what I mean, guys? So, yeah. Okay. So, with that, Let me go back up to this one. If you guys have questions on how to navigate this, don't be afraid to ask me either. Or you can ask in the chat, and people in the chat will tell you. Okay? I think it's important. I used to go through this stuff, how to click buttons for you guys all the time. I might do that again if people are interested in that. But here is, let me just refresh that too. Because there was a tsunami warning. They dropped it to an advisory. But this red is still telling me that that's a warning. Okay? I'm going to X off of that. We'll just go through it this way. You see how it was red for a second? At the top? Let me do that again. Okay? I want you to see this bar right here? Where it's orange? Let me X out of that. I'm going to hit this again. Watch it be red first. Watch. See that? So, we still got tsunami warnings for, yeah, look. Yeah, the state of Hawaii is still under a freaking tsunami warning. So, and they're saying, what do they, let's see here, what did they say? It doesn't mean it's a wall of water either, guys, okay? I want to first say that. They're saying, I think they were just saying like 1 to 3 feet. Anyway, anybody in Hawaii probably already knows this is going on. Somebody was in here a minute ago saying they lived in Hawaii and the sirens went off. So, that's a good thing. This is in close proximity. Okay, so what do we got here? We got... Okay. You can click that zoom to, and they're saying this is what we got. Wow. That didn't used to do that, guys. This is new. To me, anyway. What's this play button? Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. That's cool. That's new stuff for me. I haven't been over here and seen this yet. Look how far down you can go. Look at this. Wow. So they're saying that's when, see the break point and break point end? That's the break point of the wave. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. Kudos, USGS. For real. And you guys can go down here and see all the like in-depth information. Okay? Again, I'm not going to do it right now. I guess I could click that. What's that do? Nothing? Okay. But yeah, so you can come down here and you start messing with this stuff all over the place. Okay? But that I would do that if I lived over here. Promise you that. So let's get out of that. What's this one? Get out of that. That one. Okay, so this is the buoy. Okay? Now, I just refreshed it, and now we have this one going off too. So, now listen to what I'm saying here. Those of you guys that are in Hawaii, if any of you are, please don't be sitting here watching my YouTube video about this, okay? Take appropriate action if you need to. But for those that aren't, draw a line from this to this one. Why? Because that's the leading edge of where it's centered from, right? If you look, see how that's very, very consistent? So that's definitely, according to the buoys, the direction things were going, right? So you could go up here to where it started, and it's right in the middle of all that. So definitely that is the direction it's headed. And yes, it went this way too. It is kind of strange that this one's going off. What's this? In Thailand? They did have a decent jump there, though. I mean, I would have to say that it's related, but I can't tell you how the heck it goes around all that and hits over there. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't have that knowledge. But I can tell you out here in the Pacific Ocean, you know, it is what it is. Okay? One more thing here, guys. I do want to... did I do that at? Oh, I thought I know I downloaded it. I think this is it. Yeah. Let me bring this in here.
Mark your calendar. If Asteroid 2020...
Okay. Alright, guys. So what I've done, and I want to show you guys this before I leave. I'm going to post this, probably. This is not my voice. Right? This is about the asteroid that's headed our way. It's supposed to hit the moon. Right? I was able to get some of the information and stuff, and I'm trying out and seeing how accurate some of the AI information is, and this one here is very accurate. So, and it generated this video for me. So I'm going to show you guys this 2-minute video. Let me make sure that is not muted. Okay, it's not. So
mark your calendar. If
sorry. I'm going to start this in just a second, okay? But normally if I do a video like this, I'm not going to have the AI voice, okay? I'm probably going to read it myself, but let me know how you guys like this, okay? So let me hit this. This is all about that asteroid, and it's got all the good information in it so far. So if you guys could, please just... Yeah, I know. Daryl, I'm telling you, man. Here's the thing. Guys, if we don't use it, we're not going to have a voice very much longer. Because everything has moved that direction. So if you don't go with it, you don't have a channel. It's gone. I promise. Okay? So check this. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you. Hey, you were in here in a different account yesterday, weren't you? Because I think you actually told me that. But I seen a different name when I was going back and looking at the crowns. But anyway... so check this out, guys. Let me know how you guys like this.
Mark your calendar. If Asteroid 2024 YR4 hits the moon on December 22nd, 2032, Earth could experience a rare meteor storm made entirely of moon dust. Astronomers from the University of Western Ontario have analyzed the potential impact of this 60-meter wide asteroid on the lunar surface 7 years from now. The impact would release energy equivalent to 6.5 megatons of TNT, creating a massive 1-kilometer wide crater and ejecting up to 100 million kilograms of lunar debris. The debris that reaches Earth will depend on the exact location of the impact. Researchers simulated various strike possibilities along a designated corridor. According to planetary scientist Paul Wiegert, as much as 10% of the lunar ejecta could reach Earth within days of the impact. The meteor shower resulting from this event could be spectacular, with meteor rates significantly higher than normal. Earth's upper atmosphere would be filled with lunar material traveling at relatively slow speeds of around 11 kilometers per second, much slower than typical meteor speeds. For comparison, the Perseids meteors hit the Earth at about 59 kilometers per second, making these lunar meteors appear slower and dimmer. Despite their slow speeds, these meteors could be quite numerous and visible to the naked eye, lasting longer in the sky. The simulations indicate that this meteor storm could persist for several days, creating a unique viewing opportunity for skywatchers. Almost every visible meteor in this shower would originate from the moon, making it an extraordinary event. Scientists estimate there is a 4% chance of impact, a small but meaningful probability. The odds of this impact will be reassessed in 2028 when Asteroid 2024 YR4 can be observed again. If the asteroid is indeed on a collision course, it could deliver the largest lunar impact in about 5,000 years. Stay alert and keep your eyes on the sky, as this event could transform our understanding of meteoric activity.
What did you guys think about that? Y'all like that or not? Let me know. Hopefully that, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, good to see you, Stephanie. Good to see you. Was that, I mean, that was pretty informative and down to the point, right? Because I don't want to make them real long. And what I did was, guys, you can go to like a news article, the most updated news article. You can copy the article, have it make you a script, and then it makes its own video. It's crazy. Crazy to me. But yeah. You like that, guys? Cool. Yeah. And here's the thing. Yeah, thanks, Heather. Thanks, everybody, for... yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, J-Pos, I'll get better at it, too, I think. You know, because there's actually classes out there now that you can do for free online that shows you how to enter the right prompts and things. It's not coding, but it tells you how to talk. It teaches you how to talk to the AI and to get what you want it to look like. But that there was... Guys, when I tell you, I literally copy and pasted, had it make me a script, and had it generate me a video, and then during generating the video, it said, do you want me to voice over this? And it gave me like 30 or 40 different voices I could choose from. But I don't want it to be the AI voice when I'm doing it. I just think there's a disconnect there when because everybody knows what an AI voice sounds like. That one was really good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it could be mistaken for somebody reading it, but you'll hear weird pauses from time to time when an AI is doing it. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to lose that personability. Also, when I'm playing those videos like that for you guys, I'm probably going to put them in a playlist too. But before I do that, I'll play them for you guys. And if something's going on in the video that I want to like emphasize or clarify, I can stop it and tell you what I need to tell you, and then continue playing the video. So, yeah. Yeah, test all spirits. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. It's, yeah, you have to wonder sometimes. That's for sure. But, alright, guys, I'm sure Adam and Dex will be going live here in just a few minutes for you guys. I am going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for, I'm sorry for kind of like just a throw together thing, but when we have big events like this, that's all you can do. I didn't want to like Leonard Nimoy voiceover. That would be awesome, Planet Hermit. I'm not kidding you. That would be so cool. So freaking cool. But anyway, guys, I'll probably post that video in the morning, so if you guys want to re-watch it, I've got some intros I've made for Wages World too. It's like a 10-second intro and outro. I'll add it to the beginning and the end of that. And just let me know what you guys think about it. I want honest criticism too. Okay? Because it's not something that I'm completely just, hey, I'm doing this no matter what, right? I genuinely want your guys' opinions. So, and normally when I ask for you guys' opinion, number one, you guys usually give it to me. Number two, I want to know it. I'm not going to ask you if I don't want to know it. So, you're not going to offend me if you tell me, hey, that sucked. Just, if you think it sucks, tell me you think it sucked. I'm not going to get mad at all, ever. So, anyways, Jen, Trinity! Alright, guys. Yeah, thanks, Siggy. Hey, thank you for, you know, when you did what you did the other day, man, it made my wife feel more a part of this than anything else. It always does. And this is her thing anyway. She just lets me do this. You know what I mean? So, I just want you guys to know, and Siggy, thank you for that. I really do. I appreciate you, brother. Alright, guys, and Hilly and everybody else, and anybody else out there that needs prayers, I always pray, good thoughts, whatever you guys are doing. There is always somebody in our community that needs it. But there's sometimes other people need it more. So if you guys need prayers, if you guys need good thoughts and whatever you guys do, feel free to put that stuff in the chat. I never ever get mad about that stuff. Okay? If we can't be there for each other, we can't be there for ourselves either. So that's just how I look at things. That's how I look at the world. And thank you guys for the patience you guys have extended to me. I know I was gone for quite a, almost 3 weeks. And to be honest, yeah. If it hadn't been for my family and for some of you guys, well, specifically my managing moderators, yanking a tail and, yanking a knot in my tail, I'm not sure if I'd been back yet. But I am now completely focused. Not sure if you guys can tell. I'm trying to do some good stuff here. I really am. And even when I wasn't here, I was still working on the channel. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point. So, alright guys, if anything big happens with this, I promise you I will be back on and let you know if I see it. You know, if I'm sleeping, obviously I can't see it. But hey, we love you back. Back at you, Trinity. I mean, you guys are just awesome. You too. You too. This community is just great. It really is. And when I say that this community has saved my life, oh, sorry, cul-de-sac. If anybody is a member, please don't forget tomorrow I'm doing a members only. Okay. And you know I'm not gonna. I mean, if you can't make it, you can't make it. I mean, it just is what it is. But I am doing a members only tomorrow. But love all you guys. God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.